Welcome to Epic Enclave. Here we tell tales of audacious adventures in fantasy lands.
Yay!
We have a few announcements.
Yay!
Yeah.
Janet's having a baby. Sorry, you sounded like you were doing the parish council meeting.
Just a few announcements to get through.
The tombola.
We have a Discord. If you haven't already joined it, which you haven't because I know how many are on there, please do join it now. The invite link is in the description of this video. Also, another next announcement, if you are the owner of a blue Ford oh no, that's a different one. Jokes. You see. Oh god, there's
5 people watches for the classic
it is
comedy.
it is. They've probably already switched to the next video at this point. See ya. Last we left off, the Mr. Men and Gert were in the city, the free city of what is not officially part of it yet. The free city of Greyhawk. We are there off the back of losing their good friend Scarrig, and and they are figuring out the next steps on how to get him back. My head's not working today. We started in a strip club, brothel. We went to the tavern. What was it called? The fancy place to stay.
The High Tower.
High Tower Inn. Not trying to lose Gert on the way, but like wasn't exactly keeping tabs on him. But he just seemed to keep turning up as we went. We booked some. Well, we booked some rooms, but all ended up staying in the same room. It was here that Gert shared his ability of scrying and attempting to scry on Qualish at that point. And in doing so, inadvertently inspired Ozzy to attempt scrying, which he did later that evening, but didn't work. I feel like, what else happened at that point? Anything else? I feel like we're missing something.
No. Pretty much up to date on that. We
decided to. Our first port of call will be the library. Find out what information we can. And heading to the library, we bumped into the town travel agent, tourist guide, sorry, and he took us a tour of the city. We went to the smithing area and bumped into Gillen and Dylan. What are the names? Gavin and Davin. Gavin and Davin, who are now 30 years older, but still freaking useless. Said they were going to make Styles a dagger. We left Gert there again, but he turned up at the library when we eventually got there, and the information that we seek is in a restricted section of the library, but Gert is a stonemason, part of the Stonemasons Guild, and helped build this library apparently, and knew a secret builder's back entrance, which was through a toilet, which was lovely, and snuck us in basically, and that's where we left us.
Yes. I think the only other things you sort of covered last session were that Gert could do like tree walking. I think it was something along the lines of that.
Tree hopping, yeah.
Tree hopping, yeah, which you thought might be interesting. And yeah, your plan at the moment is to find more information on how to get Scarrick back. Perhaps some of the party think it might not be achievable, but Ozzy still has hope, and Gert's just along for the ride. So, Gert, you have just lifted the flagstone into this restricted area. sliding it above your head and poking your snout above the floor, you see that the area appears to be clear. This room is dim. Lighting within the archives and the library is never by flame. Flames are banned from such precious tomes as these. It is always by enchanted stones and special red lamps which are soft on the ancient pages and parchments. So this room is dimly lit, but you can see from your vantage the walls are lined with shelves filled with parchments and books and bindings. And in the center of the sort of pathway down here, there are cabinets filled with curiosities, all shadows from your perspective. But it appears to be empty.
From my vantage point, can I see if it's like, is it like grates? Can people see into the room at all, or is it like
So
doors?
on this side, there are two solid wooden doors that look lined with metal and heavy and secure.
It looks bookish, guys. I think this is the right area. I could make it sneakier, but it looks pretty safe, so maybe I'll just wait on that.
Didn't
Should I
you
go
already
in?
make us?
I think,
sneaky?
yeah, I think you,
Oh,
you
did I
still
already do
have
that?
your
Passive without a trace.
passive without a traces up, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we're stealthy as could be. Let's go. And I'll pop on up into the room.
Okay.
And
Follow
offer
him
my
up.
hand down.
Just check you can move Gert because he's a new token. I don't need to change his settings. Yeah. So this trapdoor obviously just simulates where you've slid the stone across.
Who's got the movable rod? Did Scary
got
have
it.
that? Maybe
No,
bar
I
one of the doors with it.
Which door? 50-50.
That's a good question. As if there's two doors. That's annoying.
Are the doors lockable? The lock?
You can make an investigation check on them, or a perception check. It's up to you.
I go up to this door and I make a what do you say? Observation or perception?
Perception or investigation.
Perception. Eight.
28. There are no handles, no locks, no sign of a way to open the door. And with such a high roll, although you weren't looking for it, you see the markings of glyphs across the door. It as your hand sort of traces over it, you get this tingle, a sensation that there is some powerful magic on here.
As daft as it sounds, can I tell if it's a push or a pull door?
You can't tell. No, I'll say you rolled pretty high. It appears as if it would swing into the room by scuff marks on the floor.
Yes, I'll put the movable rod with this one. I won't notice at the top of the stairs, well, but I'll put the immovable rod at the bottom of this door, like rattle in both and put it on.
We'll just use your party token to represent that. Okay.
I immediately just start scanning the room. I'm not particularly interested in all the artifacts. I think I would just start searching for for the information that we need. So like anything on evil deities, other planes, anything like that.
Give me an investigation check.
I start looking at the artifacts.
Yeah, I'm looking at the artifacts as well.
Here to help you, buddy.
I will also look at the artifacts.
Nobody wants to help me.
Wow, look at these artifacts. Wow.
Nobody
Each-
wants to help me and maybe
did
give
you
me
get?
advantage on my roll. I rolled a 3 plus 8 for 11.
How's it?
11.
Ooh, look at all these pretty things.
Right,
What you doing, Ozzy?
Packard will go help Ozzy, look.
I can't. There's so many. There's so
Ozzy, the
many. Someone
books-
help me.
Yes,
There
I can
are-
understand the books are confusing.
There are so many books, and so many books just without titles, without names or bindings, parchments and scrolls just bundled together with no seeming of cataloguing. There are also books that are chained together, books that are sealed, books that are bound.
If Pikehat's helping me, can I roll again with advantage?
Yeah, or pike I can roll, whoever's got the
Pikehat.
highest.
Yeah, what's your investigation?
Investigation +2.
Oh, I'll do it.
Oh, damn.
Plus 8.
Oh, damn.
That's better. Plus 8. 26.
26. After a few minutes of sort of getting used to this system that you hadn't viewed before, things begin to slot into place. You see certain tomes seem to be in categories together, and if one of the tomes has a title, for example, orcs and goblins, the other tomes around there seem to be in that category. So there is some form of order down here. You are on your way to find a section on gods. Let's go to the other ones. So as you look through the cabinets, the artifacts in here range from armors to weaponry to odd trinkets and weird baubles. Some are labelled, some are not. Each one has a thick layer of dust over the top.
Are they encased?
Yeah, they're all in glass cases with small hinged doors with gold locks on.
Can I check to see if they're booby trapped or anything? Or
You can check for traps, yeah.
investigation again? Or perception, sorry.
Yeah, perception, I'd say, or investigation if you want to actually touch them and have a feel.
No, I'm just looking.
Just looking.
Go up in the joint, you know. Oh, close, but no cigar. 11.
They seem to just be locked. Ozzy, you find a section close to the other set of doors. One of the tomes is about the gods. As you pick it up, inside you see the familiar wheel, sort of the wheel of the Pantheons that surround Earth and the material plane, and all the different gods that sort of have their own realm around there. As you're close to the door, you pick up the sound of voices getting louder. Footsteps appear to be coming towards the restricted area.
I would put the book in my bag and go invisible.
Okay.
And just say to others, I think someone's coming, and just go invisible.
Well, I'm glad we can all go invisible. Oh, wait. It's just you.
Hop in the hole, guys. I'll close
I
the stone.
understand you have a letter of right, sir, but you must also understand it's been a long time since anyone has been allowed to access the restricted area, save for Durin himself.
God.
I remind you, before you enter, there's a reason these books and artifacts are here. I understand. I'm just trying to...
I'm wildly gesturing to like point them into the hole.
I get
Very
in the
well.
hole.
You all been back in the hole except Ozzy.
I won't
would-
be getting in the hole. I'll be wild shaping the second I close the stone.
Okay.
I'm going to also turn invisible. I'm going to pick up the movable rod first.
Okay.
See you back up.
You shift
get in the
Pelican
hole,
in the
shall I?
hole.
Cool.
You two are invisible. And
What
Gert,
are
what are you
various
doing?
abilities?
I'm going to wild shape into a dusty grey moth and fly up into the corner of the room.
Do I have a token for a moth? No, I do not. Okay. You're a moth.
You're off.
Let's see. Let's give you some little wings. That'll help. Yeah, just move yourself to where you want to be as you hear the voices
Where
stop
would I have
outside the
been
door.
stood where that book was? That's where I would be.
Yes, you would have been around here.
Okay.
Right next to the door.
I would have picked the rod up, so I'd be pretty close to the door, but not.
Okay.
I'd be trying to get to a corner. I don't know if I'd make it in time. But...
Yeah,
Also, make a perception check.
me.
If you're standing there, make a perception check, please.
My maths are not working 5, 6, 7, 8, 15.
15. You hear a muttered word, but not well enough to hear what it is. After the word finishes, the doors open, and into the room 4 figures walk. There is the clerk who greeted you when you were upstairs a few hours ago. He is in his robes and he has a large set of keys with him, sort of hooked to his belt. He looks disgruntled and slightly upset. With him are 3 people. The first person, a tall man in a short green tunic with red banding. He has high riding boots that you hear tap on the cobble floors. One of the things you picked up on the other side of the door. There are spurs attached to the heel. He has a stylish brown hat with a red band neatly holding a pair of white feathers. His upper lip is adorned with a curled black moustache neatly trimmed, and his neatly cropped black hair protrudes from under the hat. He walks with the swagger of the upper class. He leads into the room 2 monks, or what appear to be monks. They are dressed in dark green robes, each one with a symbol of oak leaves and acorns in the form of a mask. Underneath the mask is 2 crossed spears. The monks head down, follow the upper class gentleman into the room, and as they enter, he looks to the clerk. That will be all. The clerk sort of looks at him. Right. Well, just call me when you're done, at least. And you see he leaves the room.
I'm just sort of like really like flat up against the books, like
Yeah.
so that they don't accidentally brush into me.
Yeah. I will expect that you are dodging out of the way.
Yeah, I'd maybe like during their sort of entrance, I'd maybe be sort of sliding down a little bit just to give a little bit of space.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. So for the 3 of you in the room, you see these 3 people enter. Obviously, for you, Master Picard, you just hear boots above you.
I feel like Anne Frank.
There we go. That's demonetized.
It's history, Paul.
Fair enough. You see the stately figure remove black leather gloves and popping them into his pocket. He looks at the others. You know why we're here. Find it. And with that, they begin to split up around the room. One of them coming towards you, was he?
I would just keep backing up.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You watch as they begin to go through the books, methodically scanning each one, spending a little bit of time over them and moving along. The monk at the far back moves quickly scanning the tomes, checking them, putting them back, checking the parchments, the same as the gentleman on the other side, until he stops at one section. The monk where you were, Ozzy, is intensely looking at this section. You see he begins to lift books out and put them on the floor. Another book on top, another book.
What, the section that I was looking at in particular?
Yeah.
All right.
The section you were looking at. Is there anything you wish to do?
I would just be watching, just trying to figure out what it is they might be looking for, I guess.
How long does your invisibility last?
An hour.
Yeah, the same 1 hour.
Time
I
passes.
got all day.
They have acquired 3 or 4 books that are now in the center of the library. It's been 15-20 minutes of searching. You see, as the monks sort of wait around, the upper class gentleman looks for each one, scanning the book. He tears a page out
What
and another page.
What are these books?
I'll flutter
Can you
over
see?
at these sort of like moments and get over the shoulder view if I can.
Okay. Are you trying to do it stealthily or not?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it don't fucking matter because hopefully they just go, it's a fucking moth in a dusty library. Yeah, I'll go stealthy.
Do we still have that thing up, or is that go because you're in wild shape?
I imagine it goes because he's
It's
wild.
no,
Does it
so I think I really need to look into it more. I seem to remember
Yes, please.
when I cast it on myself before I go into wild shape, it still holds.
Is it not concentration, pass without trace?
Yeah, but I think
'Cause if
wild
it's
shape
concent-
doesn't matter about.
Yeah, it
concentration.
doesn't mess with
Wild shape
concentration.
doesn't use
Wild shape.
concentration.
No.
Okay. Well, it's
So
something we can look up.
either like I can look into it, but either way, like if it doesn't mess up concentration, I would just be still concentrating on that, wouldn't I?
But that was
Yeah.
would only last an hour, so there will be a point where it
Runs out.
runs out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still up for now.
I'll pass without trace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at it more later. But yeah, wild shape's interesting because I keep my intelligence because I wasn't sure if you were going to bring up about the
'cause it's
moth being
not like-
stupid.
Yeah, it's not like
I hold
polymorph.
on to. No,
It is the
I
druid
hold
thing.
on to my intelligence.
So you're moving across stealthily.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd be obviously at this whole time trying to take in
Yeah.
what it is they're looking for.
While this is going on, I'm just looking about. Is there anything that unstealable that's not in a case for a
Stealable.
friend? Yeah,
Um,
just more. As everything.
Are you looking for books or trinkets? Because the books are just on shelves. Some are chained, some are not. You could quite easily steal a book. Everything in the cabinets is, or like the trinkets and armory items are in cabinets. So you can think about that. What was your stealth roll?
Sorry, I was about to ask if you actually wanted me to. 17, but then I get a plus 10, don't I, for my dex from pass without
Yep.
trace, so 27.
27. Okay. Okay, Ozzy and Gert make perception checks, please.
Fucking hell! Come on.
Oh, fuck off, natural one. Fuck.
17.
Okay, in the dim light of the library, it's hard, especially. I mean, as a moth, you've probably got better vision, but you're also very small, and these people are sort of crowded over the pile. Ozzy, you can make out from what you just looked at and sort of what they've taken. The books they have taken, you can at least see that some are on rituals and some are on gods. Now, they rip pages out of the book that appears to be on gods, and they take 2 other books. You see the monks conceal them in their clothes.
Do I
After
recognize?
this,
I was just gonna say, do I recognize the logo that they're wearing, the emblem?
make a religion check, please.
17.
17. Okay. You do recognize it. The symbol is that of... he's called Obad Hai, and it is the god of nature. The Flan god.
Plan.
Yeah, like the Flanness, which is a region of...
Not the dessert.
no, not the dessert.
Okay. God.
It's the god
Oh,
of
the-
delicious
the-
treats. They conceal the books in the robe and then proceed to put the rest of the items back on the shelves where they left them. After another 10 minutes, they leave. And the doors seal behind them.
I'm listening and I'm like, what's going on up there, lads?
We're clear. We're clear.
And I hop back out the hole. What was all that about?
I ain't got a fucking clue. They were like taking books, ripping out pages. I don't think you're allowed to do that. But I recognize
No,
the 2 monks that were with that guy. It's kind of like the nature god, Obad Hai.
Why would a nature god want to destroy books?
I'll come and land on Picard's bald head and slowly crawl down his nose and
I look
onto
at
his
it.
arm so he can look at me.
It is a moth.
I look at it and I go, that's not one of mine. And then I release a few ghost moths, a few grave wings to sort of flutter around it. And they
I'll
look
lose my
hungry.
shit and like fly around with them and be like, yeah! And look like the most spasticated moth you've ever seen. And before, while shaping back into myself.
It's just this moth with a giant, like, nose snout.
Gert, do you know anything about the god of nature? That seems in your realm.
I mean, it's not really my strong point, like, that sort of stuff, but, is it a history roll?
Yes, let me check. I think you'd probably know about him anyway.
12.
Yeah, I think you'd have an understanding of him. He's a god that would probably resound with you, being someone of the forest. And
I mean,
he's-
you know, he's the nature god, he's a good guy and all that. Don't necessarily, not one of his followers, but I like him.
he's god of woodlands, freedom, hunting, beasts, and is one of the most ancient known. He is also considered to be the god of summer, favored by druids and nature priests.
Any idea why they would be ripping out pages and stealing books?
Seems like it'd be terrible for the environment.
Well, they were looking
People
at
do all sorts of awful things these days.
they were looking at like rituals and gods and.
Maybe they're trying to kill him.
Ozzy, you've seen the book that they ripped the pages out and where they put it back.
Oh yeah, I would go over to that then.
Okay. Taking it out, you see the book is called The Gods That Surround Us. It is a guide almost, as factual as you can get with beings of this power, but the basics of each god. You recognize Procan, the god of the ocean, who you had dealings with his followers in Saltmarsh. You see in there Obad Hai, a small paragraph, a page on him and some of the forms that he may take. You also see that there are gods on the other side of the divide. The gods, as you know, swing from good to neutral to evil. This book covers evil gods. There is Farisdun, an eternal, a god of eternal darkness and evil. There is Ayuz, the demigod.
Spit on the page.
And there are pages
Why
that
is
are
he
missing.
spitting in that book?
You see where the parchment has been ripped.
Okay, this is all going to happen very quickly if this is what I think has happened. If they ripped out? Is there anything about Pyremeus? Does it look like they've ripped out pages to do with Pyremeus?
You've ripped out a section from a bad god.
The an index.
There's no traces of him left in the book.
Then I would say, I think they might have something to do with Pyremeus. They've ripped out pages from him, and I immediately go invisible again and stream out the door after them.
Okay. As you reach the door and pull it open,
Oh, don't do it!
there is a glyph that just springs to life. This light almost burns itself into the door, showing a huge arcane symbol. With that, there is a resounding thud as magic extrudes from the door.
Oh, you didn't want to do that.
Right. Let me see. What is
Not
your
very
HP,
smart, you
Ozzy?
boys, are you?
Ozzy, what's your
yeah.
HP?
93.
What's your H? 93. Okay.
Not anymore.
Is it so high?
He's got that bloody necklace.
Yeah, but
That makes it real high. Do something like
Wait,
30 if you
HP
didn't have it.
As high as James.
let me just have a look. Just bear with me one moment.
This is going to like
Just
instant
before
death.
anything goes bad, whatever that book was that they ripped the page from off scroll, I'm gonna put that in my pocket.
You put the book in your pocket. The
Don't
way to
do
rip the pages
that.
off. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Just so you've got gods that surround us in your pocket. Let me just read.
No, you're the thief.
What's the rest of your hit points, please? Does anyone have less than 44?
No.
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 No. Then this spell washes over you. You feel for a second a wave of tiredness, exhaustion that comes over you, that tries to force you into slumber. However, being the well-travelled adventurers that you are, you manage to resist. However, the door is now open and there are faces looking towards you from inside the library. You also hear the sound of grinding from outside the door.
Ah, jeez.
That wasn't a very good idea. Do we chase after him now, or do we? Just
Yeah, I
let
mean
him
I'm
get
invisible
himself
and I've burst open the door after that's happened, and I'm just running for
Does invisibility have concentration or not?
no.
I guess you haven't taken damage, have you? No. Okay.
I would be trying to find them. I'll be heading if I can't see them. I'll be heading to the entrance, thinking that they would, well, the exit, thinking that's where they would be going anyway.
Okay.
I think we should book it. We should just run.
I mean, you're still underground, aren't you?
No, I came up to see
Okay.
what was going on. Unfortunately. Oh, God.
Then I need you to roll initiative.
Sorry, guys.
While we
Ozzy
decide.
isn't thinking rationally.
yeah, it's quite impulsive, Ozzy, at the moment.
I like it. I like actions. No thought, just actions.
I like action,
What would
Ozzy.
Pycan do?
Okay.
9.
So if you, or yeah, give me yours, guys.
9 for pie card.
Do I need to roll as well, or have I already gone past?
You will have to roll
Okay.
because they may be able to see.
18.
Where
for
are they,
Kurt.
are they looking into the room?
At the moment, they've just sort of the statues outside have just animated. They haven't looked into the room yet, but this door is blasted open. The commoners, or sort of the clerks who are writing out the transcripts, are looking this way. What was the other numbers?
18.
18.
18. Who's got the highest out of you two?
What, highest dex?
15.
Dex, yeah.
That's +3.
Mine's 12 plus 1.
12. So Ozzy's first, then Gert. Let me just roll these ones. Bear with me. And then. I didn't think you'd just run out the door.
Where else would we go?
Oh, well, that is not great for them. Wow. Okay. Let me ascertain.
I mean, they just used the door. I assumed the door was usable.
Yeah.
Went out a different door. Which door did you go out of? The one you're near?
I would have probably followed them out the same door because they would have gone back over here to put the book in. I would have looked at the book and then been like, "Oh
Yeah,
shit!"
So we would have gone out the top door. Okay. Ozzy, you are first. As you run into the room, you see two stone golems animate next to you. These statues of hulking dwarves with large hammers begin to turn to head into the room. You, I believe, can travel past. Just bear with me. Oh, where did I put my thing? Lucky bastard. Yeah, you can run past.
Then
Just check with invisibility. Do you have to make a stealth check when you're moving? I'm sure there is something where you have to. It's not just.
Yeah, you can still be found, can't you?
Yeah. So.
I'd
make a
still be
stealth
making
check.
noise. It's usually it's like stealth with advantage,
Yeah.
and then
Give me a stealth advantage then, please.
obviously, you know, I am harder to detect because I'm invisible.
Yeah.
My invisibility is concentration.
Is it? Oh, mine is concentration actually. Yeah, beg your pardon.
But you haven't taken damage because
No.
the spell washed over because you were too strong. So it's fine.
What was it? Stealth 13 plus 5.
That's fine.
Do we still get the pass without trace, or is that gone now?
We'll say that's probably gone at this point because that was cast before you went into the room. So if your invisibility is still lasting, we've maybe got 15 minutes left of this. You can run past Ozzy. As you enter this room, you see a giant hall expand before you. The middle section goes up 3 stories to where you can see the roof of the upper level above. You're low down here, and there are stairs winding their way up. You see a metal contraption, a cage, slowly rising up from the floor. At this point, it's about a level above you. In it are the 3 people you are after.
How far up is it?
I would say it's probably about 20 feet up. You're going to make me do bloody trigonometry.
No, that's fine. That's fine for me.
Fireball.
Is there room for another person in that lift?
There is, yes.
Then I will misty step into the lift.
How far can you misty step?
30 feet.
Can you?
That's
'Cause
too far.
I don't want to be a rule.
They're 20 feet up, and 5, 10, 15, at least 20 feet away.
Okay. Can I not
You see
run
what-
underneath?
Oh, you could
As
run
I'm
up to the
running
top of the
past.
stairs in a misty step.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
5,
mean.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah,
check
run
your
up to the top of this
invisibility.
flight of stairs, and then misty step into the thing.
Hang on, look. I'm being advised.
It ends. My invisibility ends if you do another spell.
Yeah, that's true, because
Regretting that I
Concentration.
started reading the rules now, aren't you?
just check that before you do it.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
But Gert, you will be next.
Don't
can
make
do it.
fucking Gert make the decision on what the group's doing.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Buck
thief! Buck thief!
Yeah, you're right.
He tore a page!
You're right, it does do that. And I would know that, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. I just start booking it up the stairs,
Okay.
trying to get after them.
Right, so if you're dashing, I'll say you get up here, which is to the next level, and you can see the lift rising. So I'd say you're on a level with them. You can see them. Okay. Gert. You've seen Ozzy dashing out the door. You
No, he
felt this
hasn't.
wave of... Oh, no, he hasn't, because you're
I'm
invisible.
invisible. But I did say it would be
But-
quite obvious what I was doing, I suppose.
Yeah, you saw the door open and this massive explosion of sleep.
Yeah, like I would start heading towards the door, and as I was heading, I would just go invisible again, and like it would be obvious what I was doing, I suppose.
Well, Gert would have weighed it up. Like, he knows that this is the restricted area. He would have. He's stupid, but he's not that stupid, so.
Into
And
the
he doesn't
hole!
necessarily have a super tie to Aussie, so yeah, I think he'd be prying up that stone to make an exit point for us all.
Okay, you can use your action to lift the stone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And if
And
you
then
want
I'll
to use your
climb down.
movement to jump down, yeah.
Come on, guys! And jump down, yeah.
Tally-ho! Okay. Styles. You've seen Gert lift the stone. You've seen a door explode from one end of the room.
I would grab a book and jump down the hole.
Grab a book, nothing particular.
Smash a case and grab an item.
Okay, you grabbed a book and you jumped down the hole. That's fine. Pie card.
I will run and jump down the hole.
Okay.
Not stealing anything. So we're not criminals.
Ozzy,
I've readied an action to remind Pike.
Can I suggest someone put the stone back? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone just like peers down. Like,
Well, I've used my movement. That's all I need to do.
Can I use an
So-
action to reseal the...
yes.
the lid?
Easy enough to do. You jump down the hole and you seal it. You've used all your action and movement to get that task done in this confined space of time. The room is now empty. Ozzy, you run up the flight of stairs. And get to one end, turning on the switchback to see where they are. The lift is empty. It's still traveling up at the same speed, it's still at the same place, but the inhabitants are gone.
Whoa.
Because they've got off on another level, or because
You can
something
see
else?
you're currently on the second level, the mid level of the library. You can hear the sound of people running from upstairs. I dragged you onto the actual thing. You can hear the sound of people running upstairs. But as you took your eyes off for a split second, the people in the lift have disappeared, and it's still rising up to the top. You see the ghosts that man the library, dropping the books that they're holding and beginning to descend down to where the situation has been caused.
Ghosts?
Yes, there are ghosts that stack the books here.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
I think she can hear us, Ray.
Good one. Good reference.
Then, and the lift's still going up. The doors are closed.
The lift is still going up. Yeah, it's like a cage, like one of those antique.
I would keep
cage
going up. I
lifts.
would keep following up. I mean, I'm invisible. Maybe they've got
Yeah.
invisible. I would keep
Yeah.
going up.
You-
Start stabbing the air. Aha!
I'm gonna swing my arms like this if you get hit. You reach the top. The lift opens and you see it. You can see here the doors to the main area where you first came in. You recognise the scribing on either side.
As
You
the doors open,
Mhm.
I'm going to walk into where those doors are, and I want to be trying to feel if they're there, if they're invisible,
Okay.
or looking for like dust on the floor. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're looking for signs. Make a perception check, please.
It's good. 14 plus 8 for 22.
You walk forward, feeling ahead of you. You don't touch anything. There is nothing there. You go into the lift, moving your arms around the confined space. There are no bodies to touch. They're not invisible. In the metalwork of the frame, there is something trapped. You reach out and grasp it and see one of the feathers from his hat. You hear the sound of guards
I pocket the feather.
as they barge through the doors, bashing them open, and begin to descend the stairs. These are the city guards coming
I'm
to see what's caused the disturbance.
going to start heading to the exit.
Okay. You make it through the open door, and you can quite easily ascend and exit the archive, the library. You're back out on the street.
I'm looking around. Any sign of them at all?
Make a perception check.
9.
The bustling crowds of the city move as if nothing's happened. Little do they know what has occurred at the base of the library. People come past with carts. The mud on the road is dusty, but there are no obvious trails. They have disappeared, it would seem.
I would start heading towards the area where we broke in.
Mhm.
Like my sense is coming back to me, thinking that like the rest of the guys would be hopefully heading out.
My friends!
Oh shit!
I assume you guys go back down the sewers and the trails to arrive
Yeah.
back at the toilet.
Yeah.
I would probably cast
Yeah.
a message actually and be like,
Surprise some poor guy having a shit.
You cast message.
yeah, just be like, "Are you guys okay? I'm out front."
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for messaging me. It's
wrong
nice
one.
to know that you think of me first.
I messaged back up.
Just on the way out. Hello? Hello?
Patrick's just like, What was that? Like he's intercepted my brainwaves.
You regroup after a short time at the toilets. Some of you climbing out, some of you just entering.
My invisibility would drop as well, and I would press
Yeah.
the digitation the group so they don't stick a shit.
Wow, thank you for that. That was
Oh, thank you very much. And
They
I'll pluck a little mushroom off my shoulder and give it to him and use my druid craft to make it bigger. I could do things like that too.
Yes, you're basically equals.
Is-
It's a bit slimy looking and
Is this a poo mushroom?
doesn't smell great.
Is this from the toilet?
No, they grow on me sometimes.
That is disgusting.
Not really.
Hand it back
Just
to
like
you.
when people eat bogies. And I'll just start eating a mushroom.
Okay. Anyway,
So what was that all about? You
the pages they ripped out. The only pages that were missing were anything with stuff to do with Pyremus. The something to do with Pyremus. But they disappeared.
What? What does that
I've got the
matter?
book for you, and I'll pass in the book. I thought I was going to be able to do mending, but you can't do words, can you?
Not with ripped pages, I don't think.
No, I quickly googled it. I think it would bring the page back possibly, but not the actual words.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it'd fix the book, but not whatever was on it.
Content.
Yeah.
Something to do with Pyremus. They disappeared in the lift. The metal cage. What?
did they turn invisible like us?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
no. I reached out.
We could find them if you got anything of that. I could probably smell the book. They've touched that.
I pull out
I could spell
the
it
feather and be like,
oh.
they left this behind.
I'll wild shape into a bloodhound. I can't think what, but I'm sure a bloodhound is probably the best thing to smell.
I thought we were going the scrying route, but okay.
Yeah, we're just going to scry them, but that's okay.
Oh, is that what we're about to do?
Is that what we're doing, is it?
And I'll quickly sniff the feather and just
Yeah, go
start
for it.
like
This is more fun.
picking off.
Okay. You. Okay. Never fails to amaze me. You pick up the scent. I need you to make me a dog tracking check. Probably,
What's your dog tracking skill?
probably a survival check. Please.
Survival check.
Nature?
Yeah.
Investigation?
Yeah. I'd say survival.
Oh no, it's survival. Allows you to follow tracks.
Follow tracks,
Find a
yeah.
trail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
survival.
that makes sense, yeah.
With advantage, because you're a bloodhound.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, because I've got keen smell. The bloodhound has advantage on perception checks relying on smell, yeah.
Yeah, we'll say this. You have advantage on the tracking as well because you have the item, the feather.
So, dirty 20 or... Fuck off, dirty 20.
Dirty
Wow.
20 both times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. It takes some time. Where you are at the moment, you don't pick up anything. However, you know the last place they're at was the library. You track back there first, and then with the three of you walking with your newfound pet, you begin to walk the street back and forth. After 15 to 20 minutes of sort of the side alleys and the main paths around the library, you do pick up a trail. You pick it up in quite a small alleyway off the main trail. There's nothing down here except sort of the backs of buildings. There are the lines of washing hanging above where businesses are drying their bed sheets and their toweling and their uniforms. The back passages are lined with crates and barrels, but you manage to pick up the trail. It starts suddenly in the center of the alleyway and then leads towards the main road, which is the sort of the life vein of the city. When you get to the main road, you begin to track north. You come to Garden Gate, where you were before, and you track through. The trail is quite easy to pick up. They don't seem to be trying to disguise it in any way. The scent is strong. However, well, actually, give me all a perception check.
All of us.
If you're looking
Did
for
you
him
say?
as you're... Yeah, if you're... Well, except Gert. If you're trying to look out for him while you're following the trail.
Yeah, I guess
18.
14.
18, 14,
17 plus 8 will be 25.
25.
Right.
Okay. You see a good distance away, on the other side of the garden gate, just passing through as you're on the other side of the wall, the hat in the crowd with the two hooded monks next to him.
There! Over there! This is his hat! And I gestured and start walking in that direction.
It's the trail. It's the way you were following anyway. You're sort of heading up this large road. They are a good distance off. They appear to just be walking normally.
I would start not sprinting, but like picking up my pace, like running, like pushing past people, and like getting a bit of a jog on to try and get close to the gap.
Oh, he's keen.
Are the rest of you doing the same?
I think I'm ahead.
Slightly less keen. I'll follow behind.
Yeah, I'm not running for anybody.
Okay, so Ozzy and Gert as the Bloodhound. Ozzy, I need you to make a Dex roll, please.
I don't know if you, because I just googled D&D Bloodhound. I don't know if you were thinking it's something else, but I was just thinking of the hound, the dog in real life is a bloodhound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of that because there's apparently like some flying bloodhound thing in D&D.
Wow.
That's not what. Cause I was like, it's got venom. What?
I was expecting you as
Yeah.
no, like the
I'm not
tracking
some evil
dog.
creature, I'm
But
just
Yeah.
a hound, yeah.
I assume that, no. 17.
flaming red eyes. 17. Okay. With some skill, you managed to dodge and weave through the crowd. There are obviously carts on the street. This is the main thoroughfare for the city. There's trade.
Watch yourself.
There's people
Get out
selling
of my way.
things. There's guards.
Fuck you, child!
Pushing past, you manage to close the distance to about halfway. They're now about 50 feet in front of you.
I'd still following them, but I'm not trying to get to them. I'm just trying to
Just trying to
follow
not
them
lose
now. Try and not lose
Yeah.
them. Yeah, see where they're going, where they're heading.
From this distance, I'll say, because you closed the gap and you've got Gert with you. Oh, is Pat gone? No, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. You can follow them easily enough from this distance with the things you've done. They slowly meander through the garden quarter, coming to the sort of back end of the city, really. And after around, again, another 15-20 minutes, it's a large city, there's a lot of ground to cover, and they're not rushing. They come off the main road down a small track. This track has several large manor houses, estates, sort of connected to it. They pass the first two before arriving at a third one. This building, in fact, I'll show you it. I've just put you on the map for now, but it's not necessarily where you are. So they turn down a small narrow drive, heading towards a lodge. The lodge it's mainly first story, single story, except at the rear where there is a large two-story section, and at the front there is almost like a large two-story tower. The lodge is mainly wood, stone foundations, and it has a grand aesthetic to the outside. There are small crops of trees around the outside, and instead of gardens as such, it's more a natural rural area, like a rugged countryside that surrounds it. They head up to the doors, and you see them enter past two guards who man the door.
And are we,
Enter through this door here.
so, and where am I? At like at the
I'd say,
bottom of a
like-
driveway or something? Like,
Yeah, like I'd assume you haven't passed off the main street.
if I see them turn into this house, then I would just be as like a gate or something. I'd be like watching them and
Yeah.
see that.
There's enough
realize
sort
that
of
this is their
trees and
destination.
shrubbery around where you could just hang back and sort
Yeah.
of hang by a tree, eating an apple or looking non-suspicious.
Yeah, well, I would. Yeah, and I would wait for the rest of them to catch up and just keep my eyes on the door where they went in. Took your time. Bit of apple. Chug it to get.
Where are we?
Well,
They went in there.
whilst we're walking up there, is the anyone? Is the guards about on all the streets? Is the often guards about?
Yeah, there's patrols that patrol the street.
Okay. No, that's it.
They went in there. That house.
I will just remind you all as well. You left the majority of your weapons at the
Yeah.
High Tower Inn. I think only Styles has a concealed dagger, and
Who needs
That's-
weapons?
I got
I'm
everything
just-
I need.
I am a weapon.
I am the weapon.
I am the danger. So,
They went in there. Someone give me a reason as to not go up and just knock on that fucking door.
Course.
Right, I'll unwild Jeff. I'm like, before you do anything stupid again, maybe we should like sit down, have a drink, maybe think about this.
There's something to do with.
No.
There's something to do with Pyramius. They might know where he is. They might know where Scarab
Calm-
is.
Yeah, but
Ozzy,
Right,
calm
it didn't
down.
work out.
Calm down. Did you build this one, Gert?
I did what there? No, sorry, I didn't build that one. No. This is way too new for me. No, yeah, I wasn't building when this was built. I found mushrooms since then.
We need to find out who lives here, who that guy with the hat was.
Well, we could just knock on the door and ask.
Yeah. I like that
Yeah,
idea.
okay, but we need. Right, let's have a little plan then. What we're going to go with? We're a troop of traveling acrobats. Or...
How about
Selling cookies.
tell me why you fucking ripped out pages of Pyramius or I'll kill you.
No,
No,
we're Girl Scouts selling cookies.
haven't got any cookies.
Oh, damn. Can anyone magic up some cookies?
Why don't we pretend on? Why don't we pretend that you're our dad, and
Yeah,
that
okay,
we're
okay.
budding musicians, and that you want to put us in music school?
That's a good idea. I like that.
That worked
Yes.
for our last
Uh,
time.
Last time? Ha ha ha.
Is there any guard on the gate, or is it just on the house itself?
So there's just guards at the doors to the house. The guards are dressed in quite formal attire. They are armed. But they look smart in natural tones of brown and green. The tokens are all the same, but they do look different in real life. The driveway is about 30 feet long before it connects to the main road.
Are
and
there
the
any-
estate sort of stretches around.
Are there any like normal people around, like just passers-by, people walking about and
Enemy.
stuff?
The people that walk the garden quarter are upper class. There are a few gentlemen walking their lady friends. This quarter of the city is each sort of housing and dwelling just has these vast gardens that expand from it. So it's a naturally beautiful area of the city, and many people, even if they're not visiting high-class friends or doing business, they will just walk this area of the city because it's nice to get away from the confinement.
I would stop
could,
one of
we
the
could do get help.
passers-by.
Yes,
Hi there.
can I help?
Hi, yes. I'm new to the area, and I'm just I'm looking for a place to live. I love the look of this house. Do you know who lives here at the minute?
Come on, dear. And he just sort of takes his wife's hand and walks away.
I shoot him in the back of the head with a ray gun.
Roll for initiative.
Ozzy, you have no idea how to talk to the upper classes.
Are you fucking kidding? Now, hang on before we go any further, because I do actually. My background is like this is
Forget
my
all
whole
of
thing.
what
So
Kurt
like,
actually said there and pretend he was really eloquent.
If you want to say something to us as he walks away, you're more than welcome to.
so like, my background is a courtier, and being a bard of my stature, I am well versed in like nobility, upper classes, posh people. My knowledge of how bureaucracies function let you gain access to records of the inner workings of any noble court or government you encounter. You know who to talk to, and I basically blend in with that kind of like upper echelons. You might think Ozzy is rough and ready, but he's more fancy pants than that.
If you wish to speak to him again as he walks away, you're more than welcome to.
No, that guy's a prick. I'd look for someone else and approach them. And
You see a person with a hand cart. The hand cart is laden with crates and boxes. He wears a smart sort of smock out of a blue woven material that covers his working clothes. But he pushes his hand cart along.
does he have stuff for sale on it?
He looks like he's more delivering.
Okay. Excuse me there, sir.
Hi, good day to you.
Hey, man. Do you know who lives here?
Aye. It's Lord Herringer. The old hunting lodge. Delivered there many a time.
Lord Herringer.
Hunting lodge.
He sounds fancy.
Time.
You have
My
business
experience,
there?
hunting
Or?
lodges are in the countryside.
Oh no, he's a hunter, all right. But this is his city home.
Must be nice, eh?
Why do you all carry notebooks around?
Are you spelling his name?
Don't worry, I don't. It's all up here.
It's Herringer. Herringer.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'm new to the area. I'm just scoping the place out. I might purchase a house myself around here. It's good to know. Get to know the neighbors.
Well, I might be delivering to you as well then.
You might be. What do you deliver? Anything and everything?
Anything the upper classes want, sir.
Usually drugs and booze. Am I right?
It would be out of my jurisdiction to say.
Have a good
Sort
day.
of taps his crate. I'll be getting on now.
See ya. And that, my friends, is how you interact with the upper echelons of society.
Yes, he was very upper. I was mighty
I could
impressed.
see you were one of them courtesan people, weren't you?
Yep. Okay, Lord Herringer. Don't like him. I really just want to go and knock on that door, guys, and just fucking ask.
I think we
I think we need to,
could go pretend that we want to join the lodge.
Maybe we don't pretend anything. Maybe we just fucking tell him who we are, what we're missing, and how to get it back. And
Well,
force him to tell us. I'm done
Maybe-
pussyfooting around.
Maybe we could pretend to
slightly
be
longer.
private Private Dix and say we understand there was an incident at the library. There's been an incident at the library and some pages are missing. Would he know anything about it?
Oh, like we
Yeah.
could dress up as guards and pretend to be guards and be like, "Ooh, give us our pages back."
Library guards.
Library guards.
I mean, yeah, but they did kind of seem like they got access to it without the library's permission.
Yeah,
So
but you
why
can't
would he?
rip
Why
pages
would he
out.
rip the pages out? You'd check the book out, wouldn't you? You'd say, "Can I have this, please?" And the woman would stamp it, and you would take it out, and then you return it in 2 to 3
I'm
days.
just saying they seem like they might be a little bit above the law, you know.
Well, they're mighty privileged the way they were bossing around that clerk.
Yeah, exactly. I
But-
think they'd be able to make it passive out page. But we could do some spying. I mean, I'm a little bit out of wild shapes now. We could do with some rest, but we could, I don't know, get in there somehow and look around.
You've got a point.
Either way, I think we'd need disguises or stuff, you know. I don't think we could just pretend to be working for the library looking like me.
Well, I'm going to try the front door, and I'm gonna enlist in the lodge. I'll see you chaps on the other side.
Assuming that Picard marches down the gravel
Yeah.
drive.
I would follow.
I'll just be walking behind them.
As you approach,
Follow.
the guards step in front of the door. Good day, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
What business do you have here?
I wish to gain entry to this hunting lodge.
I'm afraid this is not the sort of lodge you have entry to without an invitation.
Oh. And how does one get an invitation?
You'll be given it by the Lord himself.
All right, well, if I could just speak with him, I will get that invitation for you post haste.
No, that's not how it works.
Ah, but you
Lord
just said I would
Herringer.
get it from the Lord. You see where we're having an issue here, Sunshine.
Lord Herringer invites you to the lodge. You don't come and speak to him to be invited. What's your name, anyway?
I am Captain Picard of the Mr. Men, master of many
Picard.
vessels. Exactly. I'm a very well-to-do fella.
How about you pass a message on to the Lord on behalf of Captain Packard?
No, Captain Picard has this sorted, Mr. Ozzy. You'll have to ignore my manservant.
I see. Listen, the Lord hasn't had visitors for a long time, and I very much doubt he's going to start now. It's probably best you just give it a miss.
Well, perhaps your Lord would have more friends if he allowed visitors.
Perhaps he would.
I said, right, well, when I see him, I'll be sure to... What was your name, sorry?
You don't need to know my name.
Derek, was it? I'm going to tell him that Derek was an absolute ball bag.
It's
Asshole.
actually Burn.
Burn.
Right. Well, I've got your number.
Good day to you, sir.
I'll report to the Lord that you were dreadful.
Can you pass a message on for me to your Lord, please?
Oh, Mr. Ozzy has a message to deliver.
Go ahead.
Tell him Captain Packard and the Mr. Men have a few questions about the pages he ripped out of the restricted book in the library. And we'll be
Okay.
we're staying at the high tavern placey thingy. What was it called? What was it called?
The High
That's our
Tower
problem.
Inn.
High Tower Inn.
I'll make sure the Lord finds that out.
Yeah, and you make sure he finds that out, alright? Or
Good.
what we gonna do?
We just have questions for him.
Yeah, or we'll have questions for him.
No, we do have questions.
Yeah,
You tell
we've
him.
got questions.
Kurt, you're throwing me off, man.
I'll tell him.
Right.
The guys
Tell
just
him we-
sort of look at each other like,
We know about the ripped out pages, and we want to talk about them. That's the end.
Yeah.
I think we got the
You read
message.
him?
Did you, Bert?
Sort of. It's Burn.
Whatever, Derek.
Shut
Let's go.
up, Derek.
as you whip your cloaks around and march back down the gravel track. After telling someone you don't know your exact location and names.
Fuck
We'll have
him.
a short break.
I lean over to Ozzy and I say, I don't know if that was the best idea.
Well, what was your idea? Try and join the lodge to go hunting?
Yes, I told you that was my idea many times.
Well,
why
that's
we
not
were
going to
just
get us
joking.
anywhere.
Well, your way is going to
really
get us murdered in our
confused as
sleep.
to what our plan is here.
Well, it seems that Ozzy has laid some bait.
So
Exactly.
guys, how did that go?
I went
I've
really
just
well.
stayed at the top of the road. It went really well.
Yeah. They'll be visiting us at some point, probably this evening.
Well, it's a good job you don't sleep then, isn't it?
Absolutely. I never miss a thing.
Look, maybe we should be discussing these things. Scarrick's been taken. I want him back. I don't want to mess around with this. If he knows something about where he might be, I want to find out. I'm giving him the opportunity to come and talk to us. And if he doesn't, I'm fucking going in there. And I'll speak to him myself.
All right, well, we'll give it this one evening, and then feeling like we will plan entry for the next day.
I'm sorry if my intensity is not beneficial to the group, but I feel really
it's
strung
good.
up about this.
It's good. I love it. I've never been more attracted to you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not
always
that
having
bothered
defense, mate.
about finding Scarrick, really. It's, you know, we could maybe do this, maybe do... Oh, fuck. Come on, let's go.
Yes, sir.
As you head
Hang
back
on,
through the
adjust his
city,
trousers and then follow shortly.
we will take a short break. Back in a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to Epic Enclave.
Yeah, there we go.
We have just had a little visit to Lord Herringer's hunting lodge. And now I believe you're heading back through the city. Perhaps to rest. Perhaps to plot.
Yeah, what time is it?
You always ask this, and it's always mid-afternoon, but
Yeah.
I think the stuff you do kind of takes like most of the morning.
We
Actually,
it's the same
no,
day
you
though,
did
isn't
the
it?
tour-
We did the tour.
Did you do the
Blacksmith
tour
thing.
first,
Yeah,
and then you came to the library?
yeah.
So at this point, it's probably quite late on, because you've been in the
Early
library a
evening.
couple of hours. Yeah, it's early evening.
Whilst we're walking around, I'm looking for like a narrow, darkish street where there's no guards.
Okay.
Wants to go stab someone in an alley.
Not quite.
Just like scary.
Make a perception check, but it's not too hard to find. The guards patrol the city, but they're not everywhere. They can't be everywhere all at once.
So I've got my gogs on, so I've got natural 20. 29.
Easy. You find one.
Also, then, is there anyone that is armed openly carrying a weapon?
No, not within the city. Not openly
Yeah, but
carrying.
no one with a permit to openly carry. 'Cause
You can no. It's most people don't need weapons in the city. A lot of people who live here probably don't own weapons, except maybe a sword handed down from the grandparents from the Great War, or a dagger to eat their food with.
We eat stuff
most
food
people-
with daggers.
Yeah. Like, so
You're eating now.
it's an eating knife. It's not really a weapon. It's more a toothpick. But yeah, most people here aren't military people. They're craftspeople. They're, general civilians. They don't walk around with swords, and if they do, they're guards or they're enforcers. And walking back through the lower ends of the city, there's less of that upper class. There's less of that people who may be venturing in the Grand Citadel. So no, you don't see anyone who is openly carrying.
Okay, then I'll just carry on then.
The plot thickens.
Are we heading back to the High Tower Tavern? I
Where
guess
that
I
would
would
be?
be. I mean, as we're walking, I'd maybe say like, "Are we heading back to the tavern?"
Yes,
Uh, wh-
Yeah, I could do
whereabouts?
with a little sit
We're in
down.
the gardens, aren't we?
Yeah,
Garden quarter.
you're coming
Is
back
he-
through the garden court.
Is there any
I'd
other
say that-
bars we pass?
The alleyway bit would have to be back in the main city. The garden quarter doesn't really have alleyways; it's too expansive.
Okay. Is there any other boozers we pass on the way back?
In the garden court, Sam. Coming from here,
Golden Dragon?
there is the Golden Dragon Inn. But I'd say you'd probably cut down past the estate of Lord Silverfox and get straight to High Tavern first. With the way that you travelled.
Okay.
There's a lot less raunchous pubs. It's more high-end clubs where you're invited and you stay and participate that way.
Put your keys in the pot.
What's in the
Yeah.
what's the high market like?
The High Market is a bustling hub of expensive trade. Anything high-end you can think of is sold there, except this time in the evening it is closed, and on free day it is closed.
Yeah, I guess with it being early evening, I'd suggest going back and thinking of a plan of what to do.
Okay.
Either for the evening or staying at the tavern or whatever.
I would have my enthusiasm then and still can go back.
As
So imagine you walk
as
to
we're
a door,
walking,
closed. Walk to another door, closed.
as we're walking back, I would say it just occurred to me. We kind of have an unfinished business, you know. The whole thing with Scarrick kind of like it just got in the way a little bit, but can everyone remember why we were there in the first place? Before forging the sword.
Trying to establish a kebab empire.
We're going to get our ships back.
No and no.
To find more mushrooms.
You don't know. You wasn't there.
Yeah, I think you'd really appreciate a kebab.
Oh,
No.
I think
What's a
you could
kebab
put mushrooms on one.
No kebabs.
Oh, that tastes good.
We were. The whole reason we were on the path for Qualish was for what's his face,
The Cartophile.
the Cardophile,
Anaxi.
an Axie.
Oh, and
Well, like a dolphin.
gearbox.
Weren't we supposed to bring him back? Qualish's
Maybe he can help
journals?
us.
Yeah.
Maybe he can help us.
Maybe he can.
Maybe send him a little text and that.
He could be long dead by now, though.
No. Well, I spoke to him.
No, he could have died since then.
It wasn't that long ago.
Maybe he died of a broken heart. His gearbox died.
Well, he doesn't know about
Maybe.
Gearbox, and maybe we owe
Well,
it to him
yeah,
to
but-
tell him.
Bagsy not telling him.
You were the one that did it.
Not it. You ripped him out of the machine.
You put him
killing
in the
instantly.
machine.
He put
He
himself in the
wanted to
machine.
go in the machine.
I helped him.
You did help him. Well, I could maybe send him a message and see if he's around and if he still wants the journals,
Let's do that.
and maybe he can. Maybe he would have information about Maybe he's got a map to Pyramius. I would. After saying that, I won't wait. As we're walking back, I would message Anaxi
Okay, as you're walking. Yeah, that's fine.
as we're walking. Like, Anaxi, it's Ozzy. We completed the task. At great expense. And loss. However, we have Qualish's journals. And information that may help. Nope. You in, Greyhawk?
Ozzy. It's good to hear your voice. Yes, I'm in Greyhawk. Meet me tomorrow at Dragon Turtle Tavern
Dragon Turtle Tavern.
at noon. I will be there. Anaxi.
Oh, well, he is in Greyhawk. He said we could meet him tomorrow at the Dragon Turtle Tavern. At noon. Where is the Dragon Turtle Tavern? I don't think I've heard of it. Gert, you know?
Yeah, I could show you tomorrow morning.
I can see it here, actually.
Yeah, it's in the
Slum Quarter.
slum quarter.
Cool. Well,
We could do the Dragon Mile. You start off in one Dragon pub and you work the way down, and we can start in the Golden Dragon. We can go to the Silver Dragon, then we can go to the Black Dragon.
you sound like a student.
That's too many dragons.
It would be a good day.
It would be a good day, and normally I would be very up for that. But we have a mission, goddammit. Pressing matters.
You arrive back at the Hightower Tavern.
It hurts.
You're
I don't want to be this player. I want to
You
drink.
are. No, you have a mission.
You're
Let him
greeted
go.
by
I
the
want another
receptionist,
festival.
having already paid for your rooms, that's covered. But he invites you into the tap room and dining halls for evening meal. I assume you're going all out.
Oh, would you assume that? Would you? Yes, we are. Yeah. Go for it.
Well, if you all take off, let's have a look. We'll say for your meal, 1 gold per person for your meal.
Oh, thank you
You
very
are-
much, Captain.
Oh,
After sitting in a comfortable tap room, this place is, for an inn, for a tavern, it's quiet. There are people here, but they all keep themselves to themselves. They all sit in their booths or their tables discussing business. Smoke curls up into the ceiling from the long, thick cigars that people smoke. And the waiters and waitresses are mostly silent. They mostly bring the food. They're courteous and gracious, but they keep talk to a minimum, as most people who eat and dine here aren't here to make small talk with waitresses. They're here to talk business or celebrate with friends. Your meal is delicious. There is roast stag. There is fresh salmon caught from the river. There are vegetables from across the surrounding farms, fresh, picked that very day. Soups to start with, breads on the side. And your meals are finished, if you wish, with a whiskey. Or perhaps a different aperitif of your choice.
Well, yeah.
What would you like?
During the meal
Mhm.
and the drinking of that, I would pull out that book that I took,
Okay.
and I would be going through it page by page.
So if you each take, what would you like, the most expensive whiskey?
Yeah.
that sounds lovely, Captain. Why don't we try that one?
Do you have any rum?
No.
There is kind of rums, yes.
Well, I would.
Um,
Sorry to interject, but I would.
Come.
I would suggest the most expensive whiskey, and I would suggest drinking to Scarrig because he liked whiskey, didn't he?
Okay.
That was his drink of
He
choice.
did. He did like whiskies. In that case, there is Bramble Rose whiskey, the best whiskey from the Dale lands. Bramble Rose is long fermented in rosewood vats to give a very distinctive taste, and the flavour makes it quite popular amongst all races as well as dwarves. It's 7 gold per bottle, and I assume we would buy the bottle.
7 gold.
I immediately just looked to Picard.
Packard's sweating.
Well, it
And
would only be
he
fitting
didn't
for
realise he
this
could sweat.
scary lad.
One sec. One.
Packard is reluctantly reaching into his coin purse.
I'm imagining you. Was it Wallace and Gromit with the dog had
Really
like the little
deep in the
purse?
fold.
The fancy purse.
Can I
Like,
can I have a look at how big's the bottle? Average size bottle.
About 70 CL.
I look at the bottle and I cast distort value.
oh wow.
Nice.
What's
I've
it
heard
do?
about that.
How does that
You
work?
can lower the price of things. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
How does that work?
A second.
You just
well,
trick
this is
the
it.
person selling it.
You can cast a
I
spell on
think
an
it's a
object
chance
no
thing.
more than like about 2 foot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's more than that.
On the side. Or you can do it at first level, so that's how big it is. By the value, add in illusionary flourishes. So you can up it as well. You can up the value if you're trying to sell it, or reduce it. Rise value by half with the help of illusion, scratches, dents, and other unsightly features.
So if there's like a piece of fecal matter floating in
See,
the whiskey,
what do you want to
like,
do to
oh.
the whiskey to make him reduce it? Go on.
I want to put make it look like there's loads of sediment in the bottle. Like this. Look at this. This has been stood. It's caught. Look. Anywhere.
Sir, that sediment is the brambles, the fine briar.
Sure,
She's going to make a
give me
deception check.
That.
It's a 6.
It's a 21.
Very well. We could do this one for 4 gold.
Yeah, go on.
That's better. That's better.
They're the lady. Like,
Isn't it a bloke?
It's a lady.
Oh, is it?
I reach
He knows.
I reach out.
That was fun.
12 gold.
You have the whiskey, and
Chat, if you could draw what you think Picard's purse looks like and add it to the fan art
Yes.
section of the Discord.
Yes. And
His
if it's
man
good enough,
purse.
we'll put it on t-shirts. As merch.
It becomes canon if it's. We
it'll
pick
be
our
my
favourite.
T-shirt for the next 54 episodes. So You-
it gets beat by a successful intelligence check. Just
I don't think
FYI.
she'll roll that. She's just common. Ooh. Okay. We'll bear that in mind. You've had your
There's a horse in here.
food.
Did anybody else hear that?
Oh yeah, we're in the place now.
We've already had shit on the horse manure on the stairs.
It's fashion
have
now.
horses in
Everyone's
this
got a
town.
horse in there. You've had your full of food. The calming atmosphere of the tap room has taken its hold on you. You feel tired. And you settle into conversation. Pulling out the book that you took from the library, Ozzy, you have more time to look through. There is every god in here. From Pelor to Procan to Ayus and others.
Before I get too deep into it, I would just pour out a shot for everyone. I'd be like, Descaric, we're gonna find you, buddy. And hold out. Where's the camera? And hold it up for everyone to cheers.
Cheers. Yes, we will.
This pack, I'd drink it.
No. Just places it down. He was holding a candle aloft.
Well, if you're not going to have it, I mean, it's quite nice.
Don't. No, you can't drink this candle, guys.
Is there anything you're trying to glean from the book?
I mean, literally everything I want to know about Pyramus, like where he resides, if
All that content is taken.
All we know is in the
Wait,
health
what?
thing, though, don't we?
All the things in that book have been ripped out about Pyramus.
Oh, so what's the book
There's
that I
only
got
information about other gods. There are. You haven't managed
I
to
gave you a-
get.
I
a
gave
book.
you a
He
book
gave you the book you were
that
looking
he
at,
ripped out
but
of.
that's the book that he ripped the pages out of.
Oh no, I
There is
pocketed
no
the book.
mention of-
I bagged the book.
Yeah, so
Oh.
did I.
So, the book that you have, Styles, is
No,
Under the Silver Moon.
no, that's not. Sorry,
Hang on.
I think we might be
Go
getting
on.
wires crossed.
I'm
So-
confused.
When we was in the library, I was looking for what I was looking for,
Yep.
and then you said that I found a book, and then as the people were coming, I
Oh
pocketed
yeah.
the book and went
they
invisible.
found another book. Yep. So you've pocketed one book about gods.
Yeah,
The people came in, took the other book about gods, ripped out the pages of Pyramus, which
Yeah.
then
We
Gert
also
has
have.
taken the rest
yeah.
and given to you. Styles, you have a book about lycanthropy and its effects that it may bestow on you, and the author makes it sound really good.
You might have to text me that.
If
I will.
If it was messed up and I wasn't supposed to, if it was supposed to be the
No,
same book, it's
no.
fine.
There isn't Pyramus in your book. There's
Oh, okay.
the tomes in this library are vast. They cover a lot of things. I will say, the book you collected. Let me just have a little look. I'll tell you what the book you have. The book you have talks. For those cup of tea, then.
Those
No,
last
The book you
orders.
have
I'd be so lucky.
talks about gods and cults.
Sarah, could you make us a cup of tea, please?
Me too.
Just no.
Go
Said
fuck
that.
yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
The book talks about gods and cults, and it's almost the history of how cults have formed underneath gods, and how they've worshipped deities, and deities have risen to power. Some of the things you gain from looking from this tome is that the gods are not always set in stone. There is friction between them. There are gods that ascend and either kill other gods or take their positions. Often gods last for a very long time because their power and their grandeur and their worship. But some gods betray others to gain more power. That's one thing that you learn. You also learn that the cults that follow gods are often vast and expansive. And the one cult that stands out from this book, to your knowledge, is the Scarlet Brotherhood. The
We know those guys.
cult that formed in the Sewell region, regions in the south of Greyhawk. The cult that's role is to intercept politics around the world and twist the world to their liking. doesn't give you too much information, but it gives you a basis of this is sort of the things that jump out from the page towards you.
Scarlet Brotherhood. Those guys.
Yes.
They were followers of Ayu's.
Yes, there was rumour that they'd incepted all sort of areas of government and power.
Oh, I totally forgot about those guys. It feels like a lifetime ago.
Yes, I do miss Saltmarsh.
I don't.
It's where we all met.
Yeah.
It's where we formed.
Yeah.
Where the kebab stall.
Yeah. Well, there's so much more to the world. I mean, Saltmarsh is it's kind of cute, but you know.
Do you remember Captain Zandera?
It's I
You
mean,
like there?
yeah. I do.
With the and the tail.
She'll be old now though. Still would, but you know when you got a big bustling city like Greyhawk, I mean you can't beat this. Anyway,
It's all a matter of perspective.
Not near the sea, is it, Paycan? It's not.
I wonder if the Lord, what's his face, Herringer. I wonder if he's something to do with the Scarlet Brotherhood. The Scarlet Brotherhood, the ones we bumped into, were they trying to release Ayu's, or they were doing something with Ayu's, weren't they?
They had connections to the old ones, the ones that
Yeah.
you interacted with, yeah. They were talking about his second coming sort of thing, I think.
Yeah. Well. Did we killed? Did we kill them all? I think we did, didn't we?
No, we kind of had to flee them, didn't we?
No, we bailed. They turned the town against us, and
I've got a note here.
It was
A leader called Zeph. Did we kill him?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
You went to the crab shack in Saltmarsh, and you...
the crab shack. It was the net, wasn't it?
No, this was... So the crabbing shack's on the...
Crabber's Cove.
Yeah, Crabber's Cove, like the shore down by Saltmarsh. And you went into one of the old abandoned shacks, and underneath was a secret lair for the Brotherhood. I believe you walked in and kind of got ambushed, but you did hold your own to some extent. I think you killed a couple, but then
I think we won that one.
that was when you came out, the town had turned against you. Everything. I think
And we
you blasted it with
Bale.
fire. And the town were coming for you as the shack burnt, and that's when Gellin took you and shoved you on a ship and pushed you out to Tempesta.
Yeah. Who was Skerrin?
Skerrin Wavecrester was the assistant to Anders, if you remember.
That's
and
right.
On
And he was,
the
because I've got a note
pleasure
here
cruise-
that he was doing Ayers' dirty work.
Well, the Brotherhood's dirty work was what you confirmed.
Right.
He was the one on the pleasure cruise who killed Gellen's wife.
That's right.
And you had the mind rings and all that stuff.
Did you make his
killed who?
brain a mush?
No. That
I
wasn't.
think he was the
Packard-
mush brainy.
But that wasn't Packard's fault.
That's
if
how I
we can just-
remember it.
If we can all just backpedal a little bit, so that history is not altered.
Flashback.
I
Been
actually,
rewritten because of
We
our
all know.
jokes.
I genuinely can't actually remember what happened. I just remember now that Packard
No.
killed his
This-
brain.
He mushed a man's brain with a
This is what I'm saying. This is what when you say a thing so many times it becomes
becomes
true.
the truth.
But
Ozzy
that's
killed
not
him.
what
I'm
Ozzy killed
glad
him.
you finally agree with us, Alex, that that's what happened.
Ozzy killed him and pinned
You
it
agree
on
it's true.
Packard.
How did Ozzy kill
That's-
him?
And that's canon. I can't remember.
How did I
You
kill him?
used his spell to like mush his brain. Well,
Yeah.
no, I think you killed him with like a spell.
Can't
Yeah,
remember.
and then you blamed me because I put my finger in his ear. Or
It was-
Yeah,
It
you
was
did
it
a psychic
whispers?
damage spell. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, no.
Oh dear. So many moons ago.
Yeah,
So
that
much
was, but that was because we found out that he was to do with Ayus and shit, and I was like,
Already
He's
dead.
a bad
because-
dude.
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, no.
I mean,
not
he
like
was
that.
being arrested and he was going to be dealt with. But he killed him as he was getting off the boat.
Yeah. Okay.
God, I'm looking at my notes and it's very funny.
I know. Yeah. My notes are- I take notes, but I don't know why because it's just a fucking jumbled mess.
So,
Cool.
you finish your meal with a little bit more information. You staying here this evening?
Yeah.
Yeah, we reserved rooms, didn't we?
You have rooms, yes. You have
Well,
two
yeah,
rooms upstairs.
and also I would be staying under the assumption that maybe this Lord Harringer might come to have words. I don't know. We did tell him we'd be here.
Okay.
I'd go
Then
back
as you
to
head
the
up to your
room.
rooms, what do you wish to do for the evening? The night is getting on now. You've had a good.
Did we ditch
time.
one room and just decide to
I think we're just all staying in one room now.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think you
Yeah.
kept both. You paid for both, I believe.
Yeah, we did pay for both.
Mm.
Maybe we should fill one room with explosives. Just I'll stay in the other room.
It's the booby trap room.
It's the booby room.
We probably should like genuinely keep watch tonight.
Don't worry, fellas. I will keep a watchful eye over you as you slumber.
Are you going to be all right on your own?
Well, I'm used to it. So, of course.
Um,
When will you sleep, Mystic Picard? I mean, Captain Picard, sorry.
That's better get. I will not sleep. Not when my friends are in danger.
That's mighty fine of you. Thank you.
Nice. Oh, and it's gone already.
I would, like the previous night, I would go sit on the balcony again with my lute, guitar, mandolin. That's the one.
While
All three.
because I slept on the floor last night. While he's out there, I'm going to jump in the big bed.
Ozzy, are you playing the tune that now comes to your fingers from memory?
Scarag's tune.
Lament.
Scarrick's theme tune.
And again, I would go into a deep meditative trance and cast Scrying again, attempting to find my friend. I'll see, or at least see what he's up to.
The notes echo into the cool night as your mind drifts to the darkness once again. Except this darkness holds no fear. This is not a place of worry, a place of fret. This is a place of tranquility and mindfulness. You stand up from the chair and begin to pace the black pool that surrounds you, searching for your friend.
Where are you?
After some time is hard to track in this void, but you pace playing your music. You see a dim light ahead of you.
Oh no.
What's the save for your scrying?
Oh, I don't know. Wisdom 16.
Is it, but you know him well, so it's...
So, save modifier, you get a -5 and a -4, so you get a -9.
9.
Do I have a body part, or a lock of hair, or a bit, or something of Scarrick? I don't think I do I?
I don't think you have something up there.
No.
I wouldn't say so.
I think you got some toenail clippings one time.
Yeah, so it's
So-
a -9 on your save.
In the darkness, you see a glimmer of light. Almost like orange glow just ebbing and flowing in front of you. Almost like the crackle of a fire when it reflects on the tree canopy. As you come closer, you begin to see
Scarrick.
the back of a figure.
Oh.
Closer again, you see the figure is sat on a cot. In the pool of blackness, Scarrick is sat on the edge of a bed. As you get closer still around him, the flapping material of a red tent. The tent walls ripple with the wind. It's large. You feel like you're in it behind Scarrick. It's built with sturdy timbers. Appearing out of the light, a simple table and desk. The floor covered with animal furs. You watch as Scarrick sits on the edge of the bed, peering at the floor.
Scarrick. Scarrick.
A person dressed in red clothing enters the room carrying a box. The man bows his head and without speaking places the box on the floor before stepping back. You see Scarrick stand. His
Still so short.
body still tainted black from the smoke and fire of the dragon. The hilt of Dragon's temper protrudes from his back scabbard. You see him pick up a bundle of items from a small table. He puts them in the chest. As you see the items he's putting in, you recognize a necklace, a gift that you gave him many years ago. His hammers, his bag, his adventuring gear. It seems to be his possessions he's placing in this crate. He looks towards the man and says, "How many days?" The man looks back.
Are we sure this is Scarrick?
Scotland. How many days?
There we go.
The man, without looking at him, still peering at the floor. 4 days, master. And then he lifts the box and backs out the tent.
4 days.
Scarrick sits back on the bed and the darkness fades.
Scarrick. Scarrick. I'm like reaching
He's
out to
gone.
him, trying to touch Scarrick. Scarrick. I saw him. Bycott.
What, in the room?
No, you.
Have you been crying?
Yeah. I guess.
Pull yourself together, man.
No, I saw him, Scarrick. He was in like a tent, a red tent, and there was a man in red, and he was putting his stuff in a box, and then he said something about something in 4 days.
Ozzy, you're having a nightmare.
No, it was the thing that
go back-
the
you need to go
Gert.
back to-
Gert.
Don't wait.
Go over and try to wake Go up.
Would you like a chamomile tea?
Go. I really would actually.
Sorry, you calling? What?
Sorry, I did it. I did it. I saw my friend in the
Oh, it
black
worked?
ether,
Oh, that's great.
scrying.
Was he happy?
He seemed kind of emotionless, to be honest.
Ah,
He was with someone else in red, in like a red tent. Could he hear me?
I don't think so. Sorry.
You can't see me or hear me.
I've got rid of the spell now, so I can't quickly look at it.
No, I know you can't. I know you can't. Goodness, you can't.
No, sorry, lad. I didn't mean to fill you with false hope or anything, but it's just a way of looking, isn't it?
Sorry.
Nice that you saw him, though. He's still alive.
He is. Sorry for waking you. I walk back to the balcony to where Picard is. He's here somewhere. He's at least on this plane.
Well, it is a very big plane, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
The guy that he was with, he was in red. He looked like one of them Scarlet Brotherhood fools.
Ah, that's again that they've been mentioned.
Did he look like? Am I jumping to conclusions, or did he? Yeah.
No, he looked like that. There's a very scarlet theming to the encounter.
Yes. Right. It's alright, Mr. Ozzy, don't cry.
He's still out there,
You're
man.
making me
He's
You're making me uncomfortable.
sorry. I'm sorry. It was good. I know it's still him, you know. In there. I know it is.
We'll get him back.
Fucking damn right we will. I'll do anything to get him back. You'd do the same for me.
Yes, he would have.
Oh, now I don't know how I'm gonna get to sleep.
Well, I could try and soothe you with a song like you've soothed us.
It's okay.
No, it's all right. Hang on, let me just
Don't touch my
your-
don't touch my mandolin.
I try.
No, don't touch my mandolin.
I reach for the mandolin.
Do you try and play it?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's the library all over again.
You need to make a wisdom save. I'm like, no.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
Oh.
Then you feel like uncomfortable as though the instrument is almost resisting you, and it's like tries to give you some psychic damage, but you manage to sort of shake it off.
Oh, this is making me sad. And I hand it back and I say, I don't know why you play this thing.
It's a finely tuned instrument. You shouldn't really. Don't ever touch another man's. I wouldn't touch your. I would probably
Your
touch
instrument.
everything of yours. Actually,
I think you have.
I think I have. Yeah, just be careful. It's might hurt.
All right, I'll be sure not to touch it again.
Keep an eye out. tonight.
Oh yes, that is something I'm supposed to be.
Don't forget about that. That's important.
I won't forget.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Ozzy. You'll sleep soundly as I watch over you. And I stand. You ever seen Paranormal Activity? Where she just gets out. She just gets out the bed and just stands over him for like
Stands at the
4
end of the
hours.
bed, like
That's what it is. Yeah, just a real slight rock.
from the ocean, of course. So who's sleeping where? You two. The bed is taken, Ozzy. You just sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
Or... This is sweet, so there's enough room.
Yeah.
Very well. Picard, where are you keeping watch from? The end of the bed.
Yeah, end of the bed. Just looking at him.
I need you to make a perception check, please.
Oh, it was nearly really good, but it's ended up being an 8.
Okay. Some time passes while you're asleep. The moons in the sky are behind clouds this evening. With the weather turning to autumn, the sunny and clear nights are less and less. Pygard, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
A what? A charisma saving throw?
Yes, please.
What? God, we've never done. I'm sure we've never done one of those before. Oh, it was 5.
You're about to get into a rap battle.
Mom spaghetti.
Picard. As you hear the sound of footsteps on the other side of the door and a creaking as the handle begins to turn, you are no longer in the room.
Oh, fuck.
You find yourself in a space that is uncomprehendable. You are no longer on Earth. You are in a vast desert. The sky is underneath you. You are suspended in a demiplane.
Well, this doesn't seem like our room.
Oh, shit.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Is that for 10 rounds?
That better not be.
Oh, no.
All right then.
Good looking out, my cat.
Ozzy, I assume you don't sleep in your armor. What's your unarmored armor class, please?
I don't think I
Oh,
don't think I have armor. Oh, I have light armor. Do I wear a light armor? No?
If you two, Ger and Styles, work out what your armor class would be while you're
Open up my
sleeping.
shield.
I don't think I.
You are.
Oh, I do. I have studded leather.
Yep. You need me to find out what that is?
I would be probably naked, or in a dressing gown, fancy dressing gown.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got leather armor. I guess everyone would be
remove
taking
my
that off,
armor.
wouldn't they? Yeah.
Well, would we,
Yeah, let me just...
in anticipation of?
That's the thing. Like, I even feel like Gert wouldn't take his fucking leather off. They'd just be like, smelly and
what is
your
Gert though?
armor.
Is this?
Well, it's only leather armor, so surely that's just like a fucking like heavy leather jacket.
I think you'd take it
It's
off.
padded
completely.
enough to
Is
make
it
you
more
want
like
to
that?
take it off
Yeah,
to
like
sleep.
that.
Yeah, it's hardened leather.
My AC is
It's gotta
13
stop the
anyway.
thing.
Ozzy would take it off.
Okay. Okay, so 13 for you,
I'm
Ozzy.
11.
11
14.
and 14. You lucky bastards, except you, Styles. Styles,
Man was higher than that.
Yeah, he was highest. How? What?
yeah, but
Oh, is it a targeting high AC?
no, they just rolled shit on the other two and rolled good on his.
Oh right, you were actually okay. Come on,
I'm attacking you.
you're literally attacking
That's how
me.
it
Yeah.
works. Just let me work it out.
Well, Lord Herringer has made his move. He's going to regret that one.
Styles, you take 8 damage
Fucking hell.
as... Styles, you take 8 damage as a...
The dog attacks you.
A
There are dogs on this
scimitar
plane.
is stabbed into you. However, you manage to almost instinctively from your skill turn sideways so they miss slightly. The noise of this wakes you two up and you see that someone has just tried to stab you. There are 3 men in the room and one coming through the door. Each one is armed with a sword and dressed completely in black. What do you do?
Ninjas.
I assume I'd wake up as well.
I'm also.
Yeah, you've woken up. He's
assuming-
cut you, mate.
I'm assuming we didn't get a long rest.
No. You will have got a short rest from the evening.
Is there someone? Is there someone over me trying to stab me? There,
Yeah.
but missed. As soon as you did.
So, around, like, over the couch, there's a guy straight over you, and he's just sort of stabbed his sword in, and he's just drawing it back out. Over the bed, there's one on either side. Each person having stabbed.
I'd reach out and grab him, and cast inflict wounds
Ooh. Okay.
at second level.
Yeah, roll for attack.
It's a con save.
Is it a save? Okay. 15?
Fails.
Damn it.
Takes 3d10. I'm doing a pie card.
What does that mean?
Melting. Face melting.
Oh, that's alright then.
It's really good. A 10, a 9, and a 7. So
That's
26. Right? No, wait. 30. Wait. 36. Right? No, wait. What's my maths? That's 9. 26.
Okay.
26 necrotic damage. Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah, the guy screams out in pain as his face literally melts from the black ether seeping from your hands. Gert, you were next awake.
Have we not rested at all, or
Short rest.
no, we're doing something.
Does the guy die in my
Um,
hands?
Yeah, he dies in your hands, yeah.
Yeah, with all this going on in the room, then I'll just like smash my staff off, like, because I imagine I kind of just like sleep holding my staff, maybe.
Yeah, or
If you're
within
happy with that.
reach. Yeah, I'm happy with you to have it within reach.
And so I'll just take a swing with my staff. 26 to hit.
26 hits, roll for damage.
7.
Okay, the one in front of you. Let me put these on here so I can keep track. There's a grunt of pain as you smash him in the face, and his nose explodes in a shower of blood over you. You are still prone unless you wish to use your movement to get up. Same for you, Ozzy. I mean, you can jump up after that thing if you want.
Yeah, I would stand up at that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you stand up and now you're one-on-one with this guy who's got a blooded nose. Styles.
After being stabbed and waking up in a shock, I will do odd burst. I need to roll a dex save.
Okay. You notice now in the dim light of sort of the room where the moon's coming through, the guy who stood over you, Styles, is bigger than the others. He makes a dex
Would be,
save
wouldn't he?
of 15.
Yeah, so that didn't work.
No effect at all.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I will. Is you? Oh yeah, that was my.
That was your action. You can use half your movement to stand up and try and just engage with him stood up rather than prone.
I would, yeah, I would use and I'd just move away towards where the chair, just at the side of the room where my
Disengage
rapier
is your
is, so-
bonus and run to Kurt.
Yeah, well, I've got
Yeah.
I've got fancy feet anyway, so I can just disengage anyway. But yeah, I would.
Okay.
Get away from him towards the next roll. I've got my rapier and.
Okay, so you roll out of the bed, sort of ducking past his blow, his second blow, as he draws the knife out. Rolling past on the floor, you manage to grab your rapier, and then you're stood over near where Ozzy is. The room isn't big. You're all sort of close enough to hit each other within a couple of steps, but the only person currently engaged is Gert. Okay, the captain comes to you, Styles, following you as you go. And he is going to make...
Captain.
I was outraged when I heard the phrase "the captain."
First one misses.
It's about how absent I am right now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's one round. I should tally that off. Second one definitely hits at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You still don't have your armor on.
No, but... so, yeah, 21 hits, yeah.
So that's 7 damage as he slices at you with his scimitar.
I'm going to use my reaction for uncanny dodge to half it.
Okay, so you halve the 7 down to 3. And then with his second hand, he tries to make a dagger attack, which misses. God, I'm rolling shit. The one over you, Gert, his blooded nose, he sort of grabs his nose, astonished by this fact you've woken up and sort of punched him. He recomposes himself and slashes at you for 14 to hit.
Yep.
God, I'm rolling shit. 3 damage as the scimitar sort of slices over you, but it's quite dim in here, so it's not a fatal blow. Ozzy, you were top of the round.
So there's one in front of... Styles is next to me, and there's one in front of us. One in front of Gert.
So you're sort of next to Styles, and then there's the big guy in front of Styles, and then Gert is just a little bit away across the room at the bed, and next to him is a second one who looks injured.
Oh, so there's only 2 more. There was only 3 in total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was only 3. Oh, there's one at the door, sorry, as well.
Yeah, that's what
He's coming through the door. Yeah.
What does he look like?
Small, like the one near Gert.
Okay.
In fact, I'll say he moves into the room and has a swing at you.
Oh, does he now?
Thanks for reminding me. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. A 1 on a d6. 2 damage. As he sort of charges in, slashing and hacking and cutting some of the curtains down in the process.
I will cast Shatter.
Excuse me?
Oh no, wait, that hurts everybody.
Yeah. I was like, fuck
Yep,
this.
you did that last time to us all.
Yeah, sorry. All of my stuff are so dangerous.
Dangerous boy.
I forget I have this. So I'll Eldritch Blast the guy in front of the guy who's just come over to
The
attack
guy's just
me.
come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
9 plus 8 for 17 to hit.
17 hits. Roll for damage.
8 damage with the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is that a 1? That's a 1 for 9.
Wow. Yeah, like oof, as he sort of comes through you, blasting back into the doorway, and he just begins to stagger backwards and fall down the stairs dead. He sort of slumps at the top of the stairs.
Oh, the first hit actually killed him.
You hit him twice, didn't you? 8 and 9.
No, the second
Oh,
roll
sorry.
was a 9 to hit.
Oh, sorry. So you took 8 off. That's fine. Second roll 9 to hit. Sorry, that misses.
Yeah.
But he does sort of. You hit him good with the first one. He's definitely staggered.
Cool.
That you, Ozzy? Let's get up next if you're done.
Yeah, that's me.
Good. You engage with one with a bloody
With a
nose.
bonus action, I'll give Styles my inspiration, so you can add a D10 to something if you need to.
His new mate gets Garrick in here.
Are any of them lined up behind the one I'm looking at?
Let me picture the room in my theatre of mind.
You see both my tails flapping around
without any of
in my dressing gown
allies
styles,
in.
and it inspires you.
I'd say with the
Both.
confinement of the space, the two that would be lined up would be yours and the bigger one near Styles, but Styles would also be in that line of fire.
In which case I'll just take another swing then with my stuff. 17 to hit.
Yeah, hits, roll for damage.
And 12 damage.
Yep. You literally just knock him on the head and you see his eyes sort of roll back and then he just collapses onto the floor.
That's me.
Styles, you got the big guy in
The-
front of you.
Yeah, I'll have a flick with my
You haven't injured him
my-
yet, have you? I don't think.
with my rapier. Ooh, fuck. 13.
13 to hit, misses. Underneath, you sort of slice through some of the black clothing and you see underneath he has studded leather armor.
I think that's it. I don't think I can move, but I want to stay near Ozzy.
Okay. It's his turn. He will take a multi-attack against you, Styles. So he's going to try again. That's a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Fucking one again, you bastard. 4 damage from a scimitar. Ooh, that's good. 17, 22 to hit. Hits.
Let me just check. Yeah.
5 damage as he slices again. He's sort of, as you do with your rapier, he's cutting into you with his sword, and then his dagger.
This is a fresh round, isn't it?
This is the bottom of the round. It's not quite the top yet. Oh, you haven't used your reaction this round though, so yeah, you can use it again.
Yeah. What was it? 4 and 4. Right?
So the last one was a 2, so 5 damage on the last one.
I'll turn that to a 2.
Mm-hmm.
My uncanny dodge.
And then the final one, he slashes you with his dagger for 4 damage. And you see in his eyes, as he's sort of taking these hits, and he's making connections, but it's just not really doing anything. He sees you sort of sidestepping and moving in a way that is unnerving. He begins to move away. Yeah, he begins to back out of the door, so you do get an opportunity attack.
Both of us.
All right.
I'll say yes.
I'm
Both
gonna
stood next to each
hit
other.
him
aren't
with my.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna go again with my rapier then.
Okay.
That's better.
they? Natural 20.
That is 26 to hit.
26 hits, roll for damage.
Oh wait,
So the
can you?
damage is 11, but I can use my sneak attack as well, can't I? Once per, because Ozzy's next to him is Ozzy within 5 feet.
He is, but can you use it when you've used your reaction already?
It isn't a
It's not a reaction, it's just
special.
part of your thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, hang
use
on.
a
You
reaction
can't
on
use
a-
reaction if you've already used it.
No,
for
it's not a reaction.
Uh.
It's part of his attack, isn't it? Sneak attack.
No, you can't have an opportunity attack because you've already used your reaction.
Oh, yeah, you can't have an opportunity attack because you've already used reaction. Thanks, Ozzy. But
Rules.
You can, Ozzy.
Because I read the rules on him earlier.
But I can, and I got a natural 20.
Mhm.
Although, what am I hitting him with? I don't have any weapons on me, right?
We got. You could have picked
Unarmed
one up
strike.
if you've got them near you.
He grabbed one of my daggers out of my sword belt that was next to
He
me.
grabbed a dildo out of his bag. Bludgeoned him with
What's
it.
your weapon?
I
Ozzy?
suppose I would. Well, it's a rapier. I suppose it would be
Yeah,
next to
and
my
you'd
where
have
I'm
it
sleeping.
next
Yeah,
to
okay. So
on the thing where you're sleeping.
as I stood up, then I would have grabbed it, and I'll slash
Yeah.
his back as he turns around to back away from me.
Yeah, 'cause
Natural
you're not
20.
using movement either, so
So we double the dice, don't we?
yes, and then I do
One.
modifier.
So 2d8.
Can he use a reaction in a opportunity attack?
Sorry.
Can he use his reaction in an opportunity attack?
I would assume so.
Okay.
Yeah. 11
What did you roll?
plus
You rolled
3,
natural 20,
14 damage.
Okay. You slice into his back, and you see as it cuts the black layer that he's wearing away, this leather-studded armor appears more, as well as a streak of red that runs through it. He darts into the corridor, jumping over his friend and descending down the stairs. There is just one person left in the room now. So, that was his go.
There you go,
That's
yeah.
top of the round is Ozzy.
I'm gonna go after him.
Okay.
Can I see him at the minute? Do I need to move?
You do need to move past the other person in front of you because he's sort of, you're here, there's the person, then he's at the stairs, he's sort of run past into the stairs.
I'm gonna run out into the stairway, and I'm going to attempt to cast.
I would get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
No. So dodge as I run past. And then as I come out the doorway and see him descending the steps, I'm gonna hold out my hand and try to cast whole person.
Okay. Is it a save?
It is a save, yes.
What kind?
Wisdom.
$11.
He fails, so he's paralyzed.
You see his body seize up and he falls forward into the stairs. His body slides down a few steps.
Okay. I would, if I have any further movement, I would try to get over to him. as much as I
I'd say
can.
you can probably grab him and sort of drag him back up.
Yeah, that's what I'll start to do.
There's one person left in the room.
Yeah, I suppose we'll give that a go then. He needs to perform a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It is 14.
And so I've charmed him.
Okay.
Is it charm person you're doing?
Yeah.
I think he gets an advantage
Because
Bill.
you're fighting him.
because we're fighting him. Yeah.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah.
That landed on the floor, but it's
Yeah.
17.
And he's not charmed.
Sorry. Rules.
Rills.
God
God, Rills.
damn you, cat.
Sorry.
Hey, man. Someone's got to look after him.
We've got to help the DM a little bit.
Oh, I'd use a bit of flair, but fine. I should have fucking just hit him with my stick.
You definitely should have just hit him with your stick, mate.
Yeah. Come on,
Um,
then. That's me.
Okay. Styles. Show him
Yeah,
how
slap
stick hitting goes.
Gonna slash at him with my rapier again.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, hits. Off the damage.
Right. And that is- And now, how far away is Gert from him?
Too far.
So within
Gert's
5
at the bed.
feet.
No. No sneak attack. This room
Alright,
is only
so-
10 feet wide.
So 12.
Mhm.
But I'm going to use my bonus action to then stab at him with my dagger.
It's 12. You slice through him and he falls, mate.
Natural 20 with the dagger.
He's dead.
And
And I pummel him with the
He's
dagger.
already dead.
I stab his corpse with vigor.
well, Dals is there naked, like with blood, like
Nice.
he's bleeding, and he's just like wrapped on Guardians of the Galaxy with the dagger.
And as blood sprays up the fine furnishings of the high tower inn, Ozzy drags the paralyzed corpse of the final invader up to the room.
Quick, time up! Because he would get saves at the end of each of his turns.
Yep.
So as I would drag him in, I would try and find some rope from one of our bags and just try and tie him up
Okay. I'll see you
I
manage
did-
to do it.
and gag him.
Styles is shouting like, "That's the first feather bed I've slept in another 30 years." He's just repeatedly stabbing him.
Where's Packard? He was supposed to be keeping watch.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's not here.
oh.
After around
fuck's
30 more
sake.
seconds, Picard, you just back into the room, exactly where you were standing.
Oh.
The scene that greets you, the bed,
Where
is
have you been?
sliced and covered in blood. There's feathers all over the place, and you see your friends huddled over a man tied on the floor. Some cut, some injured, some naked.
All naked.
I said, right.
Packard, what the fuck? You were supposed to be keeping watch.
I don't think I can explain this. I was here, and then I was in the sky, but over a desert, in the desert, in the sky. It was very confusing. And then a dog barked at some point, but they had dogs there. That one.
What?
And now I'm back. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Did you do something to our friend? Now, once he's tied up, I would release a spell so we can talk.
Okay. He sort of struggles in this constraints. You gagged him, didn't you?
Yeah, I'd remove the gag.
I did nothing.
Well, you said he didn't do anything to you. So what are you playing at?
Well, he's
Are
probably
there,
not telling
are
the
there more
truth.
of you?
It's not me you need to be worried about.
Clearly.
Kill me. They will.
Okay.
No, wait. Wait. I'm assuming you're working for Lord Herringer.
You could say that.
That means yes.
And is he working for the Scarlet Brotherhood?
He looks at you with confusion. What's the Scarlet Brotherhood?
I search him, pat him down, and
Why didn't Lord Herringer just want to talk to us? Why did he send you guys?
Just kill me.
No?
I would try to cast Charm Person before that. To try and
Okay.
get more
Doesn't
answers
it make
out
a
of it.
wisdom save?
Yeah, it does, yeah. With advantage, I guess.
Oh yeah, because you're bad. Well, it's a 3 and a 4 on the roll. For 6.
Okay, well, he fails then, so
You
he
see his eyes sort of glaze over slightly, and he's like, "Oh, this is a weird situation.
suddenly regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
Why are you tying me up, mate?"
Sorry, friend. I'll start untying his the ropes.
Okay.
Sorry, just a bit of miscommunication. What were you doing over here? You're trying to hurt us.
Just doing my job.
Did Lord Harrigan put you up to this?
He paid us well.
It's not very nice of him. Why do you...
He sort of pats his pocket. He gave us good money for this job.
Do you want me to hang on to that for you?
Don't need that. I'll hold it for you.
No,
I've already patted
it's
him
all right,
down.
friend.
Vultures.
You patted him down prior to this. He
Yeah, when
pats
he was tied up, I
so
patted him down.
you took the coin purse then, which had 13 gold in. He sort of pats
We're
it.
worth more than that.
Someone's taken my purse. You haven't seen anyone around, have you? Friend?
We didn't see anyone with the coin purse, no. Why would Lord Harrigan want to kill us? That's gone from 0 to 60 very fast.
I don't ask questions, friend. I just do my job, do what I'm told. He sent one of his with us.
Oh, did he? Where are they?
Yeah.
This guy's
He sort of peers out the window, looking towards the wall. Don't know, actually.
I immediately go over to where he was looking to see if I can see anyone.
Make a perception check.
I look also. We've
20. Dirty 20.
11.
You see the torches along the wall where the guards patrol at regular intervals, but there is no one else along there. And from what you rolled, you can tell there is no one there. It's not like you can't see anyone if they were there.
I'd turn back and say to the guy, was the guy that you were with one of his? Was he an arcane user?
Cocaine user, you say?
No, we're all that.
Never touch the stuff myself.
That goes without saying. No, I mean arcane. Was he a magic
arcanist.
user?
Yeah, he sent him with the big stuff and sent us with the other stuff, friend.
I know, I can see it. Yeah, very muscly. Did he do something to our friend Pycard?
Have I done something wrong?
No.
I feel like you should be dead.
Well, but we're friends, aren't we? And you don't want to hurt your friend.
Yeah.
It's a
What
bit of
happened to my friends?
conflict of interest. We killed them.
He looks at the guy on the floor whose face is like stabbed. When does he get to make a save?
So as he looks down at the guy and then looks back, I'm already at him and I'm stabbing him in the throat.
Jesus Christ. He's like, oh.
Sorry, friend. You're now returning the message to Lord Harringer.
His body like slumps onto you, the weight of his form testing your strength. He slumps forward onto the floor. You wipe off your dagger.
You want me to drop these bodies off at the house, then? Send that message you want.
I believe we should return his message. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
okay. Let me play devil's advocate for a moment.
Sure, Captain Pycard.
How do you pray tell you transport these bodies across the city without alerting any guards?
Turn into an eagle or something and drop them.
I could also turn into an eagle and drop him.
Does anyone else
we-
want to turn into an eagle and drop them?
We could hide the bodies and I know a safe house we could hide him for a day.
I
We're
think
dead and lower his
the-
car.
I thought the point was to send a message.
I think the message would
Yeah, but if
be a
it's-
lot stronger if we dumped the bodies on his
Anyone
house.
up there? Lower your
No.
weapons.
What?
It's
This
fine.
is the city guard.
Well,
Where?
Oh,
we need to
You
get
hear
these bodies
boots
out
on
of here.
stairs.
Maybe we should hide the one that's
Rapidly
tied up that
coming
you
up.
just stabbed in the throat. Like that's gonna look a bit stuff.
Well, we have just been attacked in our quarters.
Lower your weapons.
All right, we are lowering our
everyone.
weapons. Let's just play by the rules, boys. We've done nothing.
Or
wrong.
do we just go? Do we just bail?
I mean, I could bail quickly.
No, I think the law will be on our side here. We've done nothing wrong.
Oh,
6 well-armed men enter the chamber. They wear
Gentlemen,
chainmail, swords drawn, metal armor. They move into the room, engulfing the door space.
Can I just
As one
do?
steps
Can I
forward.
retcon one little thing?
Yeah.
As they were coming upstairs, can I chop off the hand of the big guy
Yeah.
and put it in my bag?
It's scary.
I thought it was Scarrick who liked the hand.
Now we know.
okay, that's odd. And then I'm gonna puff into a moth again. And go off in the corner.
Okay. The guards come into the room. 2 with swords, 2 with spears, and the spears ones come in and sort of point them towards you. One comes from the back, sort of stepping over the body that's still in the stairwell. Well.
We've just been attacked.
What do we have
Gentlemen,
here?
God, you're here.
yeah, thank the God.
These men burst into our room and attacked us.
as we
I
slept.
was asleep.
I see. And
Yes.
you know these men?
No.
Never
Sort of
seen them
picks up
before.
on the big body at your foot and sort of rolls him over, throwing him back on the floor.
No, never seen them before.
We have scum of the city, these. No good thieving bastards. I apologise for any inconvenience, but I see all of you are mostly uninjured.
Well, we can
A
handle
little shaken up.
We can handle ourselves.
He takes his hand in like this iron gauntlet that it's in and puts it on your shoulder. Thank you kindly for helping the city guard. Please, let us clear up this little mess.
Well, that's very kind of you.
We're
Boys? And the other guards come and you see them sort of pick up the bodies over their shoulder.
is the guy who is the sorry, what and who are you, sir? Are you a captain of the guard?
I am Sergeant Wilden. On tonight's night watch.
Well, we'd like to make a complaint, please, because we've just been attacked.
Of course.
This man
of
said
course.
Lord Herringer sent him.
And I assume you know the penalty for killing another man in the city.
No.
Don't you worry about that. And then I try to like handshake him 10 gold, and I say, for the policeman's ball. You know, get yourself some drinks on
He
Captain
sort of takes the
Pike.
money and puts it into a small pouch on his side. I appreciate your gesture, sir.
Yes, and we
Your
appreciate your
complaint
service.
is duly noted.
Thank you, kindly.
As I said, we will clear up these bodies for you, and think nothing of it.
That is excellent. Thank you.
We appreciate your discretion.
Yes.
Thank you, and good night.
Sergeant,
officers.
obviously we've been
Yes.
attacked in this city. Is it possible to get a permit to carry weapons in case they try and get us, and if people are still after us? How would we
you
go
worry.
about getting such a thing?
We have our weapons to protect you, and you're allowed your weapons in your own
I-
establishments.
I think he dropped this. You might want it for evidence, and I give him the bag of 13 gold.
Oh,
Can I?
thank you
That's
kindly.
making lots
Can
of
I?
About
Can
this
I
permit
insight
for
check this
weapons.
guy? Like, is he being a bit? What's the word I'm looking for?
He's being very nice.
He is. I'm kind of getting the feeling that he might have been coming in to clear our bodies instead of
They were
theirs.
very quick.
Yeah, like, do I get a? I don't know what my insight would be of, but if
You're
I'm
just trying to read him.
just
as
read
a
if he's
person.
been a bit weird, yeah, like if it's,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what it
Roll
would
an
be.
insight check.
21.
21. You have an odd feeling in your stomach. You're dealing with law people in Saltmarsh, and you're dealing with law all across Greyhawk, is that law is always dealt with by justice being found out. People don't walk into a scene and assume
Mm.
you've done the right thing.
This is what I mean. Yeah, they just kind of took it at face
The
value.
normal situation would be to detain everyone involved and question
Yeah.
and go through the process. This person's come in and thanked you for your service and then is clearing away the bodies. You just
Don't want to
have
make
an odd feeling.
Don't want to make a scene. Right. Well, thank you for looking out for us.
Oh, we'll look out for you. Don't worry.
You didn't answer my question anymore after the healthy little bit of evidence I give him.
He's not going to give us a permit.
Takes that money and says, as I said, you're in safe hands with the Night Watch.
Yeah, we definitely feel like we're in safe hands. Thank you.
And the day guard isn't too bad either. Come on, boys.
Guys, I think we might need to use our second room for the rest of the night.
Yes, this one's covered in blood.
I imagine like my nightshirt to be like ripped and that. I'm like, Ozzy, could you do us a favour, please, and mark
Jerk
me
me
up?
off.
Immediately get down on my knees.
No,
Oh.
just
I do actually have mending now, so I can mend your tunic for you if you want. It's a new spell.
yeah, if you could in the blood up and that. And
I clean off.
I didn't know you.
It's his nightshirt.
Yeah, I didn't know you.
Pippi Longstocking nightshirt and his little cap.
I didn't know you cared.
I'd
As I help him up off his
clear
knee.
away the blood, mend the rip in his shirt, grab my things, and start heading down to the second room.
You move down
Yeah,
to the
that-
second room as the...
No, you forgot about all the explosives!
Cut to the cityscape. And all.
And that's how the
end
Mr. Men
of Ghosts of
die.
Saltmarsh.
Roll credits.
You come down to the second room as the morning rays are just beginning to creep up through the window panes. I will assume you sleep in on this next day.
I
We
would
will
try.
pick up from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I would try to get my long rest.
With my armour on.
Okay. And we will pick up from there next session.
No,
Yes, we
Carry
will.
on.
no, we have more time yet.
That is where we'll pick up from next session.
Roll
But-
for next session.
But I would like to get another session in before Christmas.
Ah, yes, please.
Perhaps next Thursday,
Yeah.
maybe? I just need to check with the
Yeah.
wife.
Well, I'll just say bye to the viewers. So thank you for
Yep.
watching, guys. Don't forget to go on the
Video outro.
Thanks for
Discord.
watching.
See you
Don't forget
next.
to like and subscribe.
time. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button.
We'll respond to anyone on Discord.